Hello everyone, my name is George, and today we are going to be reviewing Jurassic Park. That's right, we are entering a new review series with the Jurassic Park and World movies leading up to Jurassic World Dominion. And this film came out in 1993 and was directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum. And probably my favorite Steven Spielberg movie to ever come out. Now, this may not be his best movie, but for me, it's probably my favorite Spielberg movie. I rewatched it so many times. And obviously, one of the reasons why I wanted to watch this movie was because it had dinosaurs in it. And as a young kid, I loved dinosaurs. I remember learning about dinosaurs in first and second grade. And I remember some of us in first grade, we thought we found a dinosaur fossil in our old primary school playground or by our primary school playground. We don't really know if it was a fossil yet or not because we didn't have the digging tools, but I just remember how much we enjoyed learning about dinosaurs, how cool we thought it was that we thought we found a dinosaur fossil. So basically, this is about Jurassic Park, a dinosaur themed theme park slash zoo on Isla Nublar, and we see how these dinosaurs are being made. And John Hammond, played by Richard Attenborough, sorry if I mispronounced that name is an industrialist that wants to make this massive theme park. And I know people say there's differences between this movie and the book, and I'm gonna be honest, I still have not read the book. As much as I've seen this movie over the years, as much as I love this movie, I still have yet to read the book. But I know some people say, oh, there's significant differences between this and the book. So as far as Jurassic Park goes, this was a revolutionary film. It was a combination of animatronics and CGI, and this film came out in 1993, as I previously stated, and it's going to be almost 29 years since this film was released. And the CGI and animatronics, the combination, how the dinosaurs look, almost 29 years later, still holds up very well. Upon rewatching, and maybe like some people will see differently, there was not one thing that seemed like it aged. It felt like it still held up very well. How the dinosaurs look. The dinosaurs look spectacular. It's cool to see the Tyrannosaurus T-Rex. It's cool to see the raptors, the Brontosauruses. But yeah, this was very revolutionary for technology. In fact, this was a significant film as far as blockbusters go. This was the highest grossing movie until Titanic came out. And when it came out again in 3D years ago, it finally pushed the film to make $1 billion. So Jurassic Park has always been a significant film. And also, with Steven Spielberg, he captures a lot of things right with this film. He captures the suspense well. For example, when you look at the scene the where the gates, the electric fences are no longer secure, and the T-Rex is able to come out of where it's being held. It's so suspenseful because it starts to rain. The cars that our characters are in, it stops moving. And the T-Rex, it starts by eating the goat, and then it's like looking around, and then it's going after the car that Hammond's grandkids are in. And you have no idea what's going to happen, who he's going to go after until he starts going after that first car. And the suspense, he captures it so well. And as far as performances go, this film has great performances. Sam Neill as Dr. Alan Grant is fantastic. I love the character development that he goes through. He starts off, being very invested into these dinosaurs, and he doesn't really like kids all that much. He finds them annoying at the beginning of the film. He's trying to scare this one kid, and then like over the course of the film, when obviously he meets Dr. Hammond's grandchildren, and then like when the group splits up and he's with the grandchildren, he starts to warm up to them more. He starts to care for kids more. So you get to see a lot of character development on his part. Laura Dern as Ellie Sattler. Laura is also great, and I love the chemistry between her and Sam Neill in these movies. Or at least in this movie, they work very well together. However, the character that obviously stands out is Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. And as they mentioned in the film, he's got this like rock star personality. He's a chaos theorist, but also a lot of the things that he says in this film makes perfect sense. And he got a lot of things right because life finds a way. And we see that over the course of the film. And the setup to when things go bad is set up so perfectly. Not just by what he's saying, what Dr. Alan Grant is saying, but also like the way they're explaining how these dinosaurs are being created, which is essentially these prehistoric mosquitoes that are in amber, the blood that they took from dinosaurs, they're extracting from them and they're combining it with amphibian DNA to make these dinosaurs. And they try to say, well, all these dinosaurs are going to be female, but all of it backfires because nature finds a way. And we see what happens when there's just some things you can't touch upon. Dinosaurs, as Dr. E. Malcolm said, they had their chance, but nature and God chose for them to be extinct when they were extinct. And we see why it's a bad combination. And we also see, like, in the theme park, they're trying to feed these dinosaurs goats, and Dr. Alan Grant's saying the dinosaur wants to hunt. They don't want to be fed. Yeah, it's cool to see these dinosaurs, but at the same time, they don't really know how dinosaurs act, how dinosaurs go. And so, yeah, while it's cool to see the dinosaurs, it's also the conversations that are interesting, the theories that are interesting. This is a movie where it's actually fun to learn science. I'm not saying science isn't fun to learn, but sometimes science can be frustrating and uninteresting. But in here, to learn, like, what if, hey, we were able to make real dinosaurs, how they're explaining it, and also why it's going to backfire works perfectly well. And also, the one character that thinks that this is all fine is the lawyer who eventually gets what's coming to him when he abandons John Hammond's grandchildren when the T Rex attacks and he gets killed by the T Rex. And even the kids aren't annoying in this film. Like, some people will say, like, kids can be annoying in films. The kids, well, through the eyes of Dr. Alan Grant, may be annoying. Over the course of the film, you warm up to them, and they play a significant role in this film themselves. John Williams provides a fantastic score. It's a very adventurous, wondrous score that is probably one of my all-time favorite movie scores and themes. Like when they're like getting to the island, you hear the dun, 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 dun. By the way, don't copyright me, please. It's just so cool to see. And when you first get to see the brontosauruses, it's so cool. There's a sense of wonder and awe. But again, we know things are gonna go wrong. And obviously, also got raptors in this film, and the raptors also provide a lot of suspense, especially when they're trying to get the power back onto Jurassic Park. And even like the smallest dinosaurs can be very scary and threatening. Like these dinosaurs that are spitting acid, who kill Wayne Knight's character, Dennis, who basically caused all this chaos. And by the way, even though would you call him the antagonist? I guess you can say he's the antagonist because he screwed everything up. He does provide some comedic relief as well. Dachshund, we got Dachshund here. See, nobody cares. But yeah, he basically messes up a lot of stuff in this film. And yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, as I previously stated, is in this film. And he's got more of a minor role, but he's still very cool in this movie. There's never a bad role for Samuel L. Jackson. But yeah, the work that they put into this film, the setting of Jurassic Park looks incredible. How they design the cars, how they design like the buildings, how they designed some of the rides, because this is also based off a theme park, or they're trying to make a theme park slash zoo with dinosaurs. They set it up so perfectly well, and they create a lot of iconic stuff, like the gate for Jurassic Park. Like that's so iconic. If you've ever gone to like Universal Studios in Florida, Islands of Adventure, sure, the gate's there as well. The theme song is there. The building is there. There, a lot of iconic scenery was created with Jurassic Park. And honestly, I can't find one bad thing to complain about with this movie. I know some people might be disappointed that the dinosaurs really aren't on screen that long. But when the dinosaurs are on screen, they're worth it. They are incredible to watch, whether they're meat eaters or plant eaters. Here's even 29 years later, the special effects still look amazing. And again, the human characters really make up for that because they're so interesting. There's really no dull human character. Maybe the lawyer character, but he gets killed off pretty significantly when everything goes wrong. And no one really cares about that character. But all in all, Jurassic Park is a solid film. It's one of my all time favorite films, my favorite Steven Spielberg film. And it's great to see how far we've gotten just in general with CGI since this film came out. And honestly, the dinosaurs look so much better in here than they do in Jurassic Park 3, which came out in 2001, where things improved more with CGI. But for some reason, they look so much better in this film than they did in the other film. And yeah, I'm going to be reviewing that film as well. I have a lot to talk about with that film because that film got a lot of things wrong. But yeah, all in all, I do enjoy Jurassic Park. And I do really want to read the novel one day to see like those significant differences. But regardless, I'm gonna give Jurassic Park an A plus. It's well acted. The dinosaurs look incredible. The score is incredible. The setting is incredible. And if you have not seen Jurassic Park, you gotta go watch it. It's been out for so long. You can probably find it on DVD. You could have even found it on VHS before VHS tapes went out. It's also on TV a lot. It's on any streaming service probably. So yeah, if you have not seen Jurassic Park, go check it out. It's an awesome film with great characters and cool looking dinosaurs. And none of the Jurassic Park or World movies ever came close to being as fantastic as this film. I'm not saying they're all bad. Like I do find the next film that we're going to be talking about in this series, The Lost World, to be underrated, and I can't wait to talk about that film next weekend. But yeah, this film is basically perfection in my opinion. Like I said, it's an A plus movie. Go check it out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please like and subscribe already if you haven't. Please share this with someone that loves Jurassic Park, that wants to hear a Jurassic Park review. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Like I said, The Lost World comes out next weekend with my review, as well as starting my review series on Toy Story. So I'm going to be doing 2 reviews on the weekend with 2 different review series. I'm going to continue the Jurassic Park one and start the Toy Story one to get ready for Lightyear. I hope to see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone.